Say hi to everybody, buddy. Zeke wanted to come say hi. He came down. Oh, hey everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. I forgot I had to get a pair of scissors. I got to open this package from Sad Soul, but Zeke wanted to say hi. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. I love when his hair gets all long. Zeke, say hi, buddy. Look at the camera. Okay. Okay, guys, let's all right, so how's everybody doing? Move this chair up. A little early live tonight. I feel weird. I don't need these on in, but I feel like I might just put it in because I could hear myself, like in case of like what you guys are hearing, you know, just in case if something happens. Sad soul. Ooh, oh. Am I really that loud? Oh. This volume must have... How loud do I sound to you guys? Is this not... Hold on, guys. 1 second. It does sound a little weird this time. No, it's hooked up to the right thing. Why do I sound so loud? Just tell me, does this sound normal or really loud? Normal? Okay. I hope you guys don't mind. First of all, I want to open this package. Sad soul. I got this, like a few weeks ago, maybe even more. But she sent me this package that I wanted to open real quick. I hope you guys don't mind. Crime Powwow, Karen. Hey, everybody. Zelda's Ghost. Ravi. Hey. Thanks, Io Baldwin. Ilse Baldwin. Wait. How would you say that now? Tennessee Falls girl. Morky Mama. Let me open this. Let's see. It's Sad Soul, you're here, right? Oh, this came all the way from Finland. Can you believe it? Okay, let me do this real quick, guys, and then we'll get in. Which way should I open these? Wow. I don't know what the best way to do this. Oh, I did with my knife. Betty Smith, Sad Soul, I see ya. Okay. All right, this will work out better. I had to do this because I'm finally early and she's on like a whole different time zone, so she could barely make the late lives, and I wanted to open it for, you know, when she's here to see. And I was able to do an early live, guys. I'm so happy. I'm still working on that video, you guys. I know I've been telling you this new case that I'm covering. I still am. It's just been kind of a crazy week, like crazy couple weeks. Just have this medical issue going on. We won't get into that, but just something I've been dealing with, and hopefully I get some labs done tomorrow, so hopefully I'll figure out what's going on. Oh, cool. Maka 781. New member. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Like, am I an idiot? I don't even know how to open a package. Thanks for being patient, guys. I'm just afraid of where to cut into it because I don't want to rip anything, you know? The scissors just weren't sharp enough. Fibro Queen. Oh, Claire, thanks. Okay, I got it open. All right. I'll move this back for a minute. I better put this knife away. Knowing me, I'm clumsy. I feel like I used to be the one, you know, working in the restaurant that was always cutting myself or burning myself. Oh, jeez. So how is everybody this morning? Thanks for coming, guys. I know it's an odd time, but it's actually good for some people because some people can't make it later. So... Whoa, we got some chocolates. Oh, I love chocolate. Perfect timing for the chocolate because I'm going to craving. Wow. So I might have to eat some while we're talking. I never even heard of that. Is this like a good, is this what you guys eat over there a lot? Wow. This is like perfect timing. It's that time, you know, where I'm craving my chocolate. Okay. Oh, hi, Zav girl. Love your channel. Sorry this is taking so long to get to you, but hopefully this arrives before Christmas. Hopefully you make the things. Hopefully you like the things I made. All is made by me. We have good weather here in Finland. Warm, but millions of mosquitoes. Ooh, really? May contain bunny hair. Some Finnish chocolate. Okay, share with your family. Yeah, I will. I'll share with my grandma. Will love it. Okay, so let's see. Chocolate. I know. I'm excited to try it, man. Oh, how awesome. She made this, guys. That is so, I love it. Look at this. It says, can you guys see? I don't know. Yeah, it says Zav girl. Isn't that pretty? She actually made this. I don't know how you do it. It's like, what is this called? Like, do you have to heat it up or whatever? That's so cool. Thank you. I love it. I really do. And then it's nice. Okay, so we got the dream catcher, which is so pretty. Look at it. All right, and then resin. That's what it's called, resin. Okay, thanks, Edsel. That's so cool. Is that hard to do? Wow. I've never met anybody that made stuff out of the resin. When you were showing me, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. Huh. Are you still making stuff? I like it. I really do. It even looks better in person than, well, I didn't see a picture of this one, but just like the pictures you were showing me, I feel like, oh my God, I love this. Yes. Oh, hold on. Oh, look at this. You guys, can you guys see? I love it. Thank you. And then we got, I'm going to put this on right now. I'm not good. I'm not good at like doing open showing, you know, like when they do like the mukbang or whatever it's called, when they show the food, they're like, oh, look, real close. But thanks. Yes. I love it, Sad Soul. I really do. I'll put this on right now. I like both of them though. Wow. I like all, and this. Oh yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm about to eat a piece. Well, maybe I'll wait a little bit until after I finish my coffee. All right. So let me put this over here and then get in. It's so cool. I'm going to hang it back there. I'm going to find a perfect spot and hang that. So I'm trying to set something up. I got a new bed. I like you guys care. But the bed I have now is like so huge that it takes up the whole room. And like I always have the issue with like the sound, and that's why I can never do videos in my bedroom. But the new bed is smaller, so I'm gonna try to like set up this thing that can like pull down from the wall, like a soundproof thing, and have like a little corner. I don't know if it's gonna work, but Sunday I'm getting. It's actually not even a new bed. It's my old bed that was at my grandma's. But anyway, my other grandma's. So yeah, so I'm gonna have more room in my bedroom that I might be able to pull, like have something that hooks onto the ceiling to pull down, like some kind of soundproofing. I'm gonna try to get that set up so I could actually do stuff in my bedroom, because it's just, when I come down here, I have to set up everything every time. And then when I'm done, I have to take everything off because it's not my spot, you know, so I can't just keep everything up. But if I set it up in my bedroom, I would just be able to keep it there, you know? And so, yeah, maybe my point of the whole story is because I wanted to hang this like behind me somewhere, wherever I set it up. But until now, I could put it back there anyway. So I hope it works in my bedroom. I'll be so happy to just have my own spot and not have to come down to this moldy base. Oh, geez. So Megan J, Heidi, what's up, guys? So, okay, have you guys, I mean, I kind of took a break from the Valo. Well, there hasn't been really much going on, but I was, you know, before I was like just trying to go into like any of the past stuff and like court documents and any of the past cases and kind of go into some of that. And then I kind of took a break, and I'm still doing this other case. And it's like I said, it's taking me forever to edit this video for some reason. It's because distractions. But and then another case, the trip that I'm taking, and that's still coming. But anyway, I wanted to do a video on the Vallow, and well, it's going to be about Joseph Ryan. I just want to talk a little bit about this. So I was going through the documents. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the documents, but there's some that I feel comfortable talking about. There's some, like the ones that really get into some of the stuff that might be embarrassing to Colby. I feel like maybe I'm not going to share those. But there's this part that I wanted to share with you, and then I might share more if you guys are interested. It's just like a small part. Okay, so you know Lori's lawyer, what was his name? Tim something. It was her bankruptcy lawyer, but then he ended up dying. Remember, people were saying that maybe she could be involved in his death. Who knows? Because she owed him money. I don't even know if there's any truth to that. But remember, she told that she was supposedly were having like he was coming to her in her dreams or at night, talking to her, just weird stuff like that. So he dies. So John Hendera takes over the case for this is I'm just setting this up what this document is that I'm going to read. So John Hendera, he's her lawyer for the whole custody and the sexual abuse claims and all that stuff. So he takes over, and they get Joseph gets the psychologist's name is Vivian Lewis, right? Well, I guess she's sick somehow. I don't know. They're not sure. Like, I'm going to read you parts of it. Like, they think that she might be dying. I don't know if she has cancer. I'll let you guys let me know what you guys are thinking that the issue is. But it sounds like maybe it's cancer because he said it came back for a third time. They think she's dying. She's just not mentally there. But anyway, her recommendation was to give Joseph Ryan custody of Tylee. But John Hendera, Lori's lawyer's argument was, well, she's just not mentally like stable enough to be able to make that request because Tylee's guardian ad litem is a guy named Tom Ware, and he was going to go with the request of Vivian Lewis. So anyway, John Hendera is requesting to get a new guardian ad litem, to get a new just don't go by what Vivian Lewis said because she's not well enough to decide, right? So Joe's lawyer, John Rowe, calls him, and they're talking on the phone. So this is a transcript of a phone transcript of them talking. And she's basically trying to make a deal with him. Like, if you take down the request to remove the guardian ad litem, we'll tell Tom, the guardian ad litem, to go with the request of Lori. So, but I mean, that could just be a bluff. I mean, she could be lying basically and say, yeah, just take that down and we'll go with what you guys want. You know, he doesn't know. So he denies it. He's like, no, but he records the phone conversation. And there was just one concerning part that it talks about Lori, or it talks about Joseph's sister, Annie. About how her name on it said I'm pretty sure that's the only sister she has. Are you guys following me, or am I just confusing you so much? I will taste it, sad soul. So anyway, here I'll read it to you. So she basically says that there was an issue, like he got a charge just during this whole thing. Let me just read you this part, and then I want to go over a few documents. Are you guys up for it today or no? If I read you a couple, did you guys follow how I set this up? What this is? It's just a conversation. Basically, Lori's lawyer and Joe's lawyer. I was gonna read the whole thing, but I was looking over it last night, and since it's a phone transcript, it is like so hard to read because the way it's written, it's like. When you hear me reading it just gets confusing. So I might just read that part, but you know the whole story. She's just trying to make a deal, like a off deal with him. How are you? I just got here, so I'll be quiet to hear what you were trying to say. Lovely, Denver. Okay, thanks. Okay, so let me find this document. Hold on a second. And I just want to say real quick, I'm not saying that, I really don't think that it was like sexual abuse or anything like that. But I think, I don't know, let me just read this to you. I just think that he does have, hold on, I got to see where I want to start this because I don't want to bore you guys with, let me see, he was in. Okay, let me see here. Just give me 1 minute. I want to see what the best part to start it at. House. I was trying to, that's what I was just doing. That's why I was a little late because I was originally, like I said, I was going to read it all. And then I, wait, no, I don't know. Probably at all here. Hold on. There we go. The phone. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. This phone rings so much through the day. I hope it doesn't interrupt us. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. And the crazy thing is, his lawyer is even saying that it's crazy that Vivian Lewis, the psychologist, is recommending Joe have custody of Ty Lee. I think she's just trying to like win him over, so he thinks that, you know, like she's on his side. I think like that, you know, she's gonna really go through with what Lori wants. I'm pretty sure it's just probably like a manipulation type thing. But okay, hold on though. Okay. Well, I guess I could just start. I mean, maybe I'll just read the first like 5 or 6 pages and then I'll stop. So the first couple might be kind of boring, but you guys, I'm going to put up the share my screen, but oh wait, where'd it go? Okay. But did you guys understand who's who now, right? If not, then you're going to be so confused with, so remember, Hendera is Lori's lawyer and John Rowe is Joe's. Vivian Lewis is the psychologist is recommending Joe have custody, and Tom Ware is the guardian ad litem. And okay, have you guys seen this before? By the way, I don't know. I haven't been watching a lot of what's going on with this case, so it might be you guys might have already seen these. Chilligan was on too. Man, does it so great. Okay, so let me get some water real quick, and then we will read it. And then I might want to go over a couple more. There's another interesting thing by the jury member. I don't know if you guys saw that. So there's a few things that if you guys don't mind, I'd like to read to you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and then we will read this. And like I said, you'll see when I'm reading it, it's like hard because the way, like a telephone conversation, it doesn't flow very good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share this. No, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay, so this is the audio recording. I'll just read the first few pages or 5. I think it's like the first like 6 pages. So okay. So Mr. Hendera says, I understand that. So, oh wait. So the reason it cuts into the middle of a conversation, that's what I wanted to read. I wanted to read this. Okay. So here we go. I'll read this first. Affidavit of John Hendera in support of motion for contempt and sanction. So it says, let's see. I'm just going to skip this. It says, my name is John Hendera. I am capable of making this affidavit. The facts state in this affidavit are true and correct and within my personal knowledge. I should make this a little bigger here. Okay, so I'm the attorney representing Lori Vallow in the above caption calls. On May 24, 2007, I received a phone call from Adrienne Genroe. Only after I understood the purpose of her call did I begin taping the conversation. Through the course of that conversation, the offer was apparent to me that if I pulled down my client's motion to remove the guardian ad litem, the guardian ad litem would change his testimony to support my client's contentions. So it says, after returning from a trip out of town, May 29, 2007, I delivered the tape recording of the conversation to the offices of Ken Owen, Associates for transcription, and then blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know what? I wonder if I should do full screen for this. Hold on a second, guys. Or wait, let me just see what it looks like on my phone real quick. Because if you guys can't read it, I could just take me off and just do it as a full screen. Let me just see what it looks like.
There's a medical tech company called Hartwood.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's not very big, is it? Let me see something. Hold on. I just want to see if you think I should just do full screen while I'm reading this. I mean, can you guys read it? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it like that, I guess, for right now. All right, so let me read the transcription here. Okay. So, Mr. Hendera, I understand that, but why? Oh, yeah. So he cuts. Did that say that? So it cuts into the conversation. Yeah, that's what he said. So when he realized what was going on, he starts recording it. So it cuts right into their conversation. He says, I understand that, but why would Tom change his recommendation? She says, because Vivian, in the last few weeks since that hearing, probably at that hearing, he wanted to believe that Vivian was still all right. But when she didn't show up and he ended up changing his testimony, he believes, okay, she has a problem, whatever. But since that hearing, you know, it's almost been speed that she, you know, see what I mean? If he had been doubts for a while, but, you know, they've worked together a lot, just like, you know, I'm sure you were not happy. I mean, you filed your motion. You probably had lots of evidence, but, you know, okay, I think I can sell him at the trial to be saying that because I've had many talks with him and it was even before the hearing. He thinks anything that comes from her that's been done in the last 2 months is 100% unreliable. And he's about the only person that you're going to get to be able to prove that up. He thinks like, for example, Lori said that this, ooh, I won't that let me go over. Hold on. All right, so where's the arrow? The heck? All right, that's weird. Hold on, I guess I'll have to. Okay, so usually there's an arrow right here where I could go over. I don't know where it went. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now the other thing went away. What the heck, guys? I want to make it bigger. This is not the way. Hold on a second. That is so weird. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's up there. All right, sorry, guys. All right. There you. I got it figured out now. Okay. Happened to Vivian. Said this happened. And now after hearing Lori and after what Vivian has said, right? Yeah. In the last few days, I don't know if you know, but Tom went over to her house. I tried to get her served. He had been to her office. I got her served over there. I went to her house last Saturday. He was there at 10:30 the night before the hearing. I mean, the woman is falling apart. Now she has high blood pressure, mental problems. I don't know. Certainly the medications can produce that. I was talking to him and he said, well, it can cause depression. It can cause lapse of judgment. It can cause, he said, she's certainly confused. And I said, well, I think if John goes for this, and John is Hendera, you're going to have to come up with a stronger word than confused. But he would be, you know, I'm not going to say those words at her because he feels that, you know, she's pretty much backstabbed him now. intentionally, but it doesn't matter, She could have backed up a lot of what he said. Don't worry, it's only a few more pages. There's just this one part that I really, you guys see, okay. Yesterday, and it would have come from an expert or even in the first hearing, but she's just not capable. Maybe that's the word instead of confused. She truly believes after all the years of working with her that there has been a marked change in her, certainly in the last few months, certainly since the test was done. And we don't even know if the report was done. One thing that he mentioned to me, and I'll deny I told you this, although it may be in the notes now that I think about it, she was going to recommend that the child go to Joe, the actual, conservatorship, primary conservatorship. Now that's ridiculous. And even Tom feels that way. And another thing that happened is Joe got arrested yesterday for family violence. Mr. Hendera said, no, I know. I was there. I was standing right there when he did. And Miss General says, right. Well, and he says, he did. No, I'm not informing you of that. What I'm trying to say is that had a big impact on him thinking about that. He's thinking about that, all right? Sexual abuse. Hold on. So that sort of thing. That's one issue, but so is violence. And now Joe's sister told Tom Ware when she talked to him at great length that Joe has every one of those witnesses said Joe has a violent temper and he scares me. Now, but they didn't say it's violent, but they said that he was a over disciplinarian. And John says, no, they told me, or Mr. Hendera, sorry. No, they told him it's violent. In fact, the sister said she moved in with him for 2 weeks. For 2 to 6 weeks and had to move out because she was afraid of him. Mr. General says, okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about the sister. The sister, that whole family of sisters and brothers, all were separated, grew up in foster homes, and they don't like Joe a whole lot. And so I think it may have discounted some of the stuff. The nanny, the child's never been hurt to the point to call CPS, and there's a lot of people that are strict disciplinarians, and it's not enough to call CPS. But with the incident yesterday, when he couldn't control himself right there, sorry, it takes forever to go over. The other thing that you have to take with a grain of salt, he believes Lori is a good mother. That's never been a question to him. And from what the people say, he believes that. He's never doubted that Lori was a bad mother or anything like that. But he did feel that there might be some, and that she believes some things that her children said because certainly it was a shock, and he thinks part of her religion may have come into that, like Stephen. If he had done that, like Stephen, if he had done that, would be enough to send her, sky high. But I don't know what we need to get. That we need when the report comes out, unless Vivian is discounted, you have a real big problem. Plus, if you get another guardian ad litem on board, it's going to cost you guys money to delay this whole thing. And of course, we don't know that the judge is going to not hold inaudible, I don't know, or not. We've seen, certainly you've been around long enough to know that, even though it certainly appeared she's not pleased with, you don't know in the end exactly what's going to be. I've got a couple notes. Let me see if there's anything else. So I don't know. They just go on. There's nothing really. I think that's all I wanted to read on that. Let me just see on this one, but I did want to show you a couple other things. So anyway, the thing that I'm confused is, hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm confused. Is Joe's sister saying that he is violent or he isn't? Maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard. I was always under the impression that she was saying that it was all made up, that he would never do that. Do you guys know anything about that? It just sounds different in this, and that's what caught my eye. I'm like, wait a minute. She said she moved in with him and she was afraid of him. That he was violent. She was afraid of him. They said none of his sisters even like him. I was under the impression that she was trying to fight for, his name to be saved. So I don't know. I'm just that. So I do think maybe Joe did probably have some kind of violent way about him. I just don't know if I believe the whole. I want to read you some of those documents. It does sound like, at least not with Tylee, because they tried to get her to say that. They were trying so hard, and she did not. She never said anything to the fact that he did anything to her, which is. I wanted to show you later on in that they say the 5 witnesses and they list them out, and she's one of them. So I don't know. I'm guessing that's the sister they're talking about. They said the 3 important ones were Annie and I don't know the other 2. The witnesses for the trial. But there's another crazy thing is the one jury. I want to read you what this jury member wrote. Okay, so they did the trial, and of course Lori won, and the jury member wrote this here. I'll read this to you real quick, which is kind of interesting. So I guess he had that. Well, actually, let me read you the first part. You remember where Lori claimed that he went to her work and he hit her or whatever? She had a red mark, was it on her chest or something? I'll read you that. And then, so there was an outstanding thing where they were supposedly, they said, they made it seem like that it was outstanding, but I guess it wasn't. So they kind of lied. And okay, so she did. He never forgave her for that. He never forgave her. Okay. Did she say she was scared of him? See, I haven't been following her. I don't know. I just, the few things that I have seen, of just, like that statement and stuff. It just seemed like she was trying to, and then she was on, what was the other video about the documents and stuff. She made a comment, something about like, yeah, we have to clear his name. So I just got confused when I read that. I'm like, wait a minute. It seemed like she was a part of the reason why his name got tarnished. So it just didn't make sense to me. But either way, I mean, those were some strong claims. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have seen some of those claims that Colby was making. I'm not going to read those specifically ones, but I do want to read a couple of the other documents. But if you guys saw some of that stuff, like the specific claims that he had made of what Joe actually did to him and stuff, it's just, I don't know. But see, there's a part of me that does believe that he did suffer some kind of abuse. So who did it to him? Was it Lori? Yeah, Rebby. He was on Dateline. He said, was it the Dateline? I think it was Dateline where Colby said it was abuse, sexual abuse. He said it. That's all he said. He was very, very vague. He didn't get into it. But the court, these documents, like get into like what he testified back then, what he said that Joseph did to him, which for some reason I feel like that was like a made up. But who knows? I shouldn't even say that. Nobody's gonna ever know, I guess. Is it buffering? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna find this other document. I want to read a couple other documents, and then we'll chat a little bit. Let me just find it real quick. You guys just chat it up. Well, I'll just talk as I'm looking. I'll just ramble on and talk to you guys. But thanks for coming, guys. You guys rock. I hope you're interested in this. Okay, this case that I've been, I don't know, I've been getting into. It's an old case. Like I said, I'm editing the first video. For some reason, it's taking me forever. But you guys got to be honest. If it's not something that you guys are interested in, then just let me know, because I have like so many like documents and videos and a ton of stuff on this case. So I was going to go through, I made the first video just to give like the general description of it, but then I was going to go through it like in depth all the details, but if it's something that you guys aren't interested in, just be honest, because I don't want to, it's for you guys. So if you guys aren't interested, then I would like to know, but it will be out this week. I know it. I'm almost done. I just have to add some pictures. Okay, so let me find these other documents, guys. Sorry, I was gonna read them all, and then, like I said, just before I started this, I realized it'll probably take forever to read them all. So that's why now I don't know. I have to find the specific ones I decided. Okay, let's see. I just want to read the one where the supposed abuse. This is for the abuse of Joseph on Lori. Why, like the one jury member said she or he was under the wrong impression, basically. Okay, let's see. So that means if one jury member felt that way, then there could, probably more than one did, right? Okay, hold on. There's that jury one. Thank you guys for coming. You guys are awesome. Of course, I thought I was so prepared this time, and I always have to change it at the last minute. But it would just take too long to read. My intention was good, picking out all these to read, but it's like, wow, that would be too overwhelming. Oh, shoot. And it's not even like close to, it's probably like a 12th of them. There's so many of them. It's crazy. This girl, and this isn't even the ones where like her relationship before that with the Colby's actual biological father. I mean, it's crazy how much issues, like every man she was with, there's like court cases. So that tells you something about her, maybe it's her and not the men. Jeez. Okay, let's see. I love that. I'm going to try a piece of that sad soul as soon as I find this. Which one do you recommend me trying first? I do want to save a piece for my grandma. Actually, both grandmas are here. I should get them to come down. I might. Maybe I will. Can meet both of them. They're like best friends. Okay, let's see. I can't wait for the trial, guys. It's gonna be so. Chad's is what, January 11th, I think. Oh man, it's gonna be a busy month. I'm gonna be there every day. Not there. Streaming it, chatting with you guys. Hopefully, you guys are able to watch it live. Well, I'm sure some of you guys won't be able to, but okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find the specific one. And I guess I could even read. I'll do that. Let me just do this first part. Because Joseph he passed the test, the psychosexual test. He did pass both times because he had to take it. He had to retake it because of that whole issue with just. So he took it twice and passed it both times. So that's should, show something, right? Sorry, guys. I'm just looking through this. It's fine. Just rambling. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Okay, so is that the one? I think it's coming up because I remember. Child separation. Oh, I could read those too, the emails. Okay. Well, I might just have to read you. Gosh, I could just be reading you these instead. Motion. Oh, that's the one where it says she wasn't competent. Okay. My gosh, sorry guys. Maybe I should just be reading these because I just wanted to read you this one first, though. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Okay. So this was arrest, affidavit for warrant of arrest and detention. So yeah, it's just here. Hold on. And I might read you some of these other ones I was just passing. Okay. So I'm going to read you this first one. This supposedly that he hit Lori. And then they said that this charge was ongoing and like at the trial. And then I'll read you what the jury member said. Okay. All right. All right. So it says affiant, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to read right there. Was assigned to the main courthouse. Suspect Ryan approached victim, later identified as Lori Vallow, and struck victim with his left forearm, making contact with her left forearm. Victim stated that the strike had caused her pain and visible redness. Victim also stated that the strike had caused her to lose her balance. Affiant, probably, right? Some of these legal terms, I know I sound stupid, but okay. Affiant has good reason to believe that Joseph Ryan, what would that stand for? WM. Intentionally and knowingly caused physical contact to offend or provoke and cause pain. Therefore, arrested Joseph Ryan for assault, family violence. Okay. So that sounds pretty, you hear the charge, assault, family violence. It sounds like a pretty serious charge, right? So then, hold on a second. I'm going to read the jury. Okay, so they had that trial for this case, and hold on a second. Are you guys following me? Or am I confusing you? That's why I don't usually do this kind of stuff on live. Because at least on recorded ones I could edit, like if it's not making any sense. No, I'm sure some of you guys are. Okay, so I'm just going to read you this one, and then I know I labeled this one specifically because I wanted to make sure I read it. Okay. The heck? I know I labeled that. Where did... Oh my gosh. All right. Did it really not save as when I renamed it? Oh my, I'm so mad right now. That was the one that I just, because it was in the middle of all of them, so I specifically named it something different. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Oh my gosh. I'm really mad right now. What the heck? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Never mind. That's why I was in the wrong file, guys. Okay. Oh, lives. You gotta love lives, right? They're so much fun. Oh, shoot. You guys could see how silly I am. Okay. I mean, where is still not here? Okay. You guys just chat. Just give me a minute. I am going to find it. I think I'm just over. I mean, it's here for sure. I just, gosh darn it. So, what other cases have you guys been getting into, by the way? It's not on, guys. I passed it up when I was doing it, the other one, but I wanted to read you that charge first, and I can't believe it didn't. I renamed it. I can't believe it didn't save for some reason last night. Oh my gosh. I thought I was actually coming prepared. It's like, yes, I got everything prepared, but no. I don't even know. I probably lost all you guys, huh? I can't see the chat right now. Okay. Yeah, I did want to read you those ones too. Those are kind of interesting. Oh, I might not be able to say all the words, but let's see. That's 1070, so I'll remember next time. At 1070. Okay. You guys were able to like read it, right? Defendant May 27th, and then yeah, that's that same one. Okay. I hope, because sometimes if I'm not going to say all the words, then you guys could just read them. All right. Because, hold on, guys. I should get this chocolate. Oh, I should be eating this chocolate, maybe. That I'm just sitting here, but let's see what we got here. You can see how many files, and this is only like a small part too. Oh my gosh, there's so many, guys. You know what? I guess we'll just have to start reading them, and then okay. So we have Carl Fraser. I don't even know how to say the name of this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Man, are you guys still here? I hope. I don't know. I feel like, did I accidentally erase it? But basically, I guess I already told you what it said. That was the one that I actually marked that I specifically wanted to read to you. I don't get it. So let's just read this real quick as I'm going through it, and maybe it'll pop up. So, have you guys seen the his like results for? Let me see what the chat's doing. Have you guys seen his results for the psychosexual test that he took? Have you guys ever seen it, or would it be something you would want to see? Okay, good. Oh, good. Because I'm thinking maybe I'll just read. I'll go through them, and then that one will just pop up because I know it's in here. Joseph Ryan. he had to take it twice, that psychosexual test, because the first psychologist they said she was, I forget how they worded it, but she was going through some stuff. Like they thought it was like they were all friends. They knew each other from working together, but they thought she was dying or something. I don't know. Hopefully she's all right. But this was how many years ago? She was really sick. And so he had to take it again. You have seen it. Whose test? Okay. Who? But so if enough of you guys haven't, okay, I would like to hear it. Okay, cool. Let me get a sip of water. Okay. All right, we'll do it. Let me share my screen. So we got 10. Let me mark that off in case if somehow I lose it and I know where to find it. Okay. It says at 10:39. All right, guys, let me share it and we will go through that. And then I bet you it'll pop up the other one. There we go. Okay. Why does it keep moving? Okay, add the screen. Let's share it. Okay. Hopefully you guys can read it. This one's a little bit smaller writing, but it's a little darker at least. Okay, so this is Joseph Ryan's like a psychosexual test, like to see the predator, how, I don't know what you'll see. We're here, so we're in this generation. I know for some reason I get nervous live. Like I get too like, I feel like, I don't know, there's too much, I feel pressure sometimes where I'm like, I want to make everybody happy. And I'm like, should I read it? Shouldn't I? Where is it? Am I going to screw something up? Or technology, you never know. Okay, so it says, did I start? Hold on a second. Let me make sure that this is where I want to start. 1 second, guys. Oh no, okay. Here we go. This is where I want to start. Okay, the MSI 2 adult social history. Mr. Ryan reports his childhood as happy life, rather uneventful, no history of medical interventions. He indicates he has never attempted suicide in the past. The MSI further relates treatment progress in the following areas. He is not disclosing of having engaged in a sex act with any child, male or female. He is frightened and anxious about the safety of his daughter with the possibility of being around one or more males who may be sexually improprieties, exposure, or assault. He does appear to be confident or comfortable regarding age-appropriate social sexual matters or encounters. In short, he is interested in adult male sexual interests. Oh, yeah. I was reading that wrong. I was thinking it said something else. Okay. Oftentimes, a sex offender will paint a picture of no sexual libido, including that which would be considered common and acceptable. He discloses no history of delinquent behavior or past criminal history, ruling out antisocial type interests and histories. Need of power and control. As an example, need of power and control. Okay. He discloses no history of drug abuse and denies being an alcoholic. Because I think was it Lori or somebody was accusing him of being an alcoholic? I feel like I heard that somewhere where somebody accused him, I feel. So, he has accurate knowledge about sexual anatomy and physiology. Again, oftentimes incest fathers and child pedophilia have little or no accurate knowledge of the adult female or male body. The MSI relates a need for treatment, direction, and progress in the following areas. Mr. Ryan's lie scale showed no elevation. Overall, he appears to be honest and attempting to be cooperating in these very intimate and sensitive testing materials. Again, unusual and very seldom seen with sex offenders. So, it's looking like good for Joseph so far. The MSI uses measures to determine assessment of violence, predator, and deviant stalking behaviors involve One, Mr. Ryan tended to be open and disclosing. He admits to rape and dominance fantasies, but denies ever playing these out with anyone who was non-consensual or initiated the behavior herself. He does state that he and the mother of the child in question enjoyed these kinds of games, and Miss Vallow would initiate at times these types of sex play and behavior. He adamantly feels that she was not forced and scared entering into their sexual activities with mutual enjoyment and consent. He did not intentionally hurt anyone. Mr. Ryan takes responsibility and he is accountable for his actions of sex play with his ex-wife. As an examiner of hundreds, maybe thousands of sexual history... Well, I better wait. Go to the next page. That cuts off. Hold on. Oh, I guess it... Hold on. Oh, yeah. Isn't sexual histories, particularly custody battle cases... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking for it at the top, but it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, as an examiner of hundreds, maybe thousands of sexual histories, particularly custody battle cases, sex, rape fantasies, and games are quite common between consenting adults of the younger to middle-aged adult groups. The able of interest and paraphilia. The purpose of this assessment is to assist the evaluator in determining areas of sexual interest or arousal by using the VRT, visual reaction time, a standardized system that had been ruled acceptable in courts in Texas, standing the test of Daubert hearings in Travis and Williamson County criminal court laws. Mr. Ryan's able visual reaction time VRT results suggest that he is primarily interested in Caucasian adult females and males, seemingly bisexual activities and games. These bisexual interests may include dominance and submission thoughts and behaviors. As well, he is interested in adolescent Caucasian females. He responded sexual interest in adolescent falls within commonly acceptable range for adult males in the United States, Great Britain, and or Wales. Mr. Ryan has no to low sexual interest in male or female children in the young age group or age range, infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. Okay, so that's good. Mr. Ryan has no to low sexual interest in males or females, children. Oh, I just read that. It's hard to see what's the next line. Okay, in the young age range. Okay, elementary and oh no, that is a different one. Okay, in the young age range, elementary or prepubescent. Okay, I can't talk. There are little or no noted sexual interest in males or females of any age or race, Black, Asian, and Caucasian. Wait, what? There are little or no noted sexual interest in males or females of any age or race. Oh, other than the adolescent females. Okay. Okay. In terms of violence, as gleaned from the MSI2, MMPI2, and 4 years of clinical observation of Mr. Ryan and of Miss Vallow's relationship, this examiner cannot support a history of violence observed or chronicled. Mr. Ryan appears to have no low indicators interest in sexual violence and or sadistic thoughts and predator interest towards adult females, adult and or males. Again, the dominance and submission activities show up in where are we? Where are we? Show up and where? Okay, why don't I see where I just left off? Do you guys see it? Anyway. Is this the same? No. Okay, so his score indicate no to low interest in violence and or predator-like behavior. There is no history of Mr. Ryan hurting a child at school or in his neighborhood. The clinical interview. During the interview, Mr. Ryan appeared relaxed, focused, and cooperative. He was well-mannered with this examiner. He lacked the observable indicators of slick and sociopath. Miss Vallow had voiced to the examiner great concern on a number of occasions that her ex-husband would use charm and tricks to win the examiner favor. Yeah, right. It's more like you use that. That's what Lori uses, I feel like, right? Okay. The examiner has attempted to assure Ms. Vallow that after 32 years in this field, charm just doesn't seem to get very far. Nevertheless, her concerns and warnings were heeded. Thereby, my observation with Mr. Ryan were of the usual intensity, but as the examiner, there was allowance given for charm and glib behaviors. Mr. Ryan's attention to the written and visual reaction time testing demonstrated that he worked studiously and asked relevant questions. After several questions and answers, he seemed to become more comfortable and worked without distraction. During the time required to take the test, some 8 hours, Mr. Ryan took several breaks during the day and several days in between finishing the tests. The entire staff at Orion noted his manners, his respect of adults and children who were coming and going at the center. His seemingly genuine desire to be compliant and polite. Oh, his seemingly genuine. Okay. The clinical interview included a modified hair checklist, client needs profile, and biodata questionnaires developed for sexual deviant interest risk assessment interviews. During the interview, questions and dialogue were purposefully repeated to assure accuracy and definition. Again, as the interview and testing process have proceeded, Mr. Ryan appeared and spoke with less anxiety and distrust of the process. His answers became more specific and lengthier. Mr. Ryan reports some anxiety, anger, and sleep disruption. He is physically healthy and reports that he is under no medication. He reports no suicide or homicide ideation. Review of behaviors and activities while in treatment setting, 13 months. The primary benefit of Mr. Ryan participating in long-term assessment. As a reminder, the examiner was involved during the divorce between Ms. Vallow and Mr. Ryan about 2 years ago. Allows for the clinical team to watch the client in real settings, observing his less offended actions and reactions. At no time was Mr. Ryan seemed to be aggressive. He has verbalized great frustration during this past 4 years of accusations, multiple investigations, and now 12 months of his daughter not knowing her biological father. Okay. False allegations. The field of child sexual abuse became active in the early 1970s. By the early 1980s, those of us old enough to remember this time of New York and absolute objectivity as possible discovered that in cases of false accusations and situations where recantations should be studied, remember clearly that the data and protocols determined by specialists such as Jan Hinman, Dr. Cece, this examiner, and many more, we discovered that only 2% of the cases are false accusations. We know from the work at Emory University that less than 17% of the cases have medical evidence. So with this history in mind, let's look at the data. Is there a custody dispute? Yes, and there has been for nearly 4 years. The hysteria seems to repeatedly be connected to pornography. To date, no history of child pornography has been illuminated. The father who uses the pornography seems to be fairly open and honest regarding this interest and the need, like, for example, medicine storage, that pornography should be locked up and kept away from children. 93% is false allegations have custody dispute being argued in court of law. So, wow, 93% of the, 2% of the false accusations are custody dispute, basically. So is there a confederate, a single and consistent person who continues to make accusations of sexual abuse? Yes. Psycho woman. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but this girl, she has a history. Like, I don't know. It's a shame though, because it's like with her having the history, like, what if some of this stuff could be true and now nobody's going to believe her because she's just, I don't know, guys. Does this confederate show signs of medical history of histrionic paranoia, fanaticism, borderline personality? Yes. Yes. Huh. I don't. Okay. So that answer was yes to that. The most common confederates are Caucasian females, usually the mother. Oh, they're talking about Wait, who's the Confederate? Caucasian maternal grandmothers or Latinos? Yes. Is there a situation between the mother and the alleged injured child that seems symbiotic or injurious? No. Are there professionals involved in the case who may be predetermined notion of the facts of the case? Perhaps. Has the child been repeatedly interviewed? Yes. Does there appear to be a pattern of moving the child from professional to professional or taking the child repeatedly to the same professional in an effort to get statement that no one has heard but the Confederate? Yes. Oh, so Lori's a Confederate. Okay. So yeah, that's what I want to read some of these. They try so hard and Tylee never says anything. Has a professional with forensic background interviewed the child and seen no reason for protection? Yes. Has the child made a statement to any skilled and specifically trained professional that he or she has not been sexually abused and of great import made a statement to the professional that he or she is being coached? Yes. Wow. Does the Confederate have a history of abuse unresolved? Perhaps. During the interview on March 23rd with the mother and the child, Tylee, the examiner utilized a formal interview protocol. During that interview, Tylee was asked, "Who is Joe?" Answer, "He's my old daddy." "My new daddy is Charles." The child was asked, "Has Joe ever hurt or injured you?" "No." Repeated her answer, "No," and she confirmed that no, Daddy Joe has not hurt her. The child was asked about the places on her body where the bathing suit fit or go. She recognized this area clearly and free of confusion. The examiner asked, "Has anyone bothered you in those areas, hurt you or tickled you?" No. So I guess they asked her all separate. All those are separate, and she said no to all of them. So let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. So says, wait, where we could take off? No. The examiner asked, "Has anyone told you or made you come here today and tell me about Daddy Joe?" Child answer, "Yes." You kidding me? Okay. Examiner asked, "Who?" Child answered, "Colby and Charles." End interview. The examiner wanted to stay away from repetitive questions. When the child made these statements, the mother's jaw dropped, eyes widened, and appeared shocked. She did not seem fearful that she was in trouble. Rather, she seemed in disbelief, in shock. The mother, Miss Vallow, has explained to me on many occasions that she speaks with her deceased sister and believes that Tylee is reincarnation of her sister. Miss Vallow is deeply religious and seems genuinely so. However, she has also explained that her last attorney, Ted Terry, has come to her instructing her to attend his funeral and explain to his ex-spouse that he loved her. She also mentions other ghost conversations and directives from God. The mother has accused the father of forcing the child to drink a yellow drink, Lemino. When talking to the father about treats and snacks, he mentions that beverages such as Gatorade, there's a possibility that Lemino and Gatorade are one and the same. So it says, sex offenders are challenging to identify and to treat. The examiner has worked with the physically and sexually abusive male and female patient for 32 years in and out. How crazy, though. Like, she said Colby and Charles had told her to say that. That was I'm glad I read this one because that was one of the ones that I wanted to find to read to you guys. So, I mean, does that sound like coaching to you? That's just a shame. And then it makes you think that's one of the reasons is like to doubt like what Colby's saying. Because why is Colby telling his sister to say that, you know? But I do believe that somebody abused Colby. There's something happened to him. Whether, I don't know if it's Joe, but what do you guys, let me look at the chat real quick. What do you guys think? I believe it. Something had to have happened to Colby. I know at one point I was thinking, what if Lori did? Because remember, I know I mentioned this in a live before, because remember that interview, a couple interviews, it just seemed like Lori and Colby had an awful very close relationship, and it almost seemed like, well, Lori doesn't like Kelsey. Remember, it almost seemed like she got jealous when Colby was going to marry Kelsey, and no, he didn't. Brennan Tube, he didn't have no. There's some documents about his biological father. Like I think, how old was he when Lori basically took him away? So no, he didn't have any relationship with his biological father. So it looks like Joe must have adopted him at one point because he took the last name. But then there's some emails where it shows where Charles is saying, well, I'm adopting Colby, you know. I want to read you those too. So then I think Charles then adopted him, right? What if, I know, that's what I'm thinking, Lovely Denver. I think maybe what Lori did, maybe. They had to like that kind of, maybe that's why she got jealous when he was going to marry another woman. And that's why it was kind of weird. It was almost like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Just from what I took from that interview, there's this interview and I don't remember which one, but I remember getting that feeling like, wait a minute. The way he's talking about his mother, you would think he was talking about his girlfriend. Like that, like she was upset and just, I don't know, it was just weird. But that's not his fault. I mean, I feel bad for him, but I do feel like somebody did something to him. Yeah, that's true too, Wanda, but I don't know. Did you guys saw that video that I did where, I don't know if I want to repeat all this information because that's, with the supposedly how Colby may have been kind of inappropriate with Ty Lee. So that's what made me think, well, maybe something happened to him. Because this is when he was younger, like just different things from, what was her name? Cheryl, Charles and his wife's divorce and all that kind of, those documents, all the stuff that came out from that, from Charles's sons and stuff. It just seemed like maybe Colby could have possibly, I'm not saying he did anything, but was just some of the behaviors, it seems like something may have happened to him to act that way, though. Yeah, Lori and Alex are right. Yeah, I probably Brennan Tube, because Lori didn't like her. It's almost like she was jealous. Oh, he never did. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure then. But why did he take the last name then, April? Because it's Colby Ryan, right? That's the only reason I was thinking that he must have adopted him because he took his last name. But then I think Charles is actually legally adopted him. So wonder why he didn't take Charles's last name. Okay, so how she has changed to be more of a friend, not a, okay. Giving him the last name. Okay. Yeah, so I don't, let me see what this says here, if there's anything. Wow, okay, so I'm trying to see if there, because I did want to read, let me see. Okay, this is the last, wait, where'd it go? Last page of that, but I did want to read you. Hold on a second. Regarding the, yeah, so here's that one. Do you guys want to read? So this is, okay, remember I read you the transcript between Vivian Lewis and Tom Ware, or it was between, not between Vivian Lewis, the two lawyers, but it was about Vivian Lewis, because she was kind of she basically was right in the whole thing. That's the crazy thing. She was right about Lori, and supposedly she was the one that wasn't, she was all sick, but in the end, she was the freaking right one. Let me read this to you real quick. this was her assessment of the situation. But hold on, let me just finish reading. Hold on a second. Let's see if there's anything important in here. How are the police? Dogma, yeah, let me just finish reading this, and then I want to read you, Vivian's assessment, the one, like I said, that wanted the custody go to Joe, but they found him a new evaluator or whatever. And anyway, so let's see. Is it still up? Yeah, it's still up. Diagnostic formulations. Okay, rule out religious values that are bordering fanaticism and the potential impact of our. Why do I read so fast? Of 4 years of unverified complaints and investigation. I forgot. I shouldn't be saying some of this because it'll be like what do they call it? My God, I can't even think of the word. Certain words you're not supposed to say. Roll out stepbrother Colby. Need for intense and thorough investigation of sexual abuse. Oh, well, I've already said the words, screw it, against him and by him against others. He may very well be the key to understanding the problems in the case. Yes. Colby is the key now, too. I wish he would agree to interview, I would love to interview him, but I reached out to him a while ago. I never did again. I should. He is the key. He has all the answers as far as it's probably hard for him right now, though. So his bizarre statements about, there we go. Like the assault, the multiple allegations with other little boys and him engaged in sexual abuse. And finally, some very concerning statements by Ty Lee that he is telling her what to say about Mr. Ryan are of serious, flat, unbelievable, brings plenty reason for grave concern. This must be investigated by an experienced and well-respected male forensic professional. Lastly, Ms. Vallow genuinely believes her child is in danger. However, her belief system is riddled with ghosts and seemingly fanatical religious dogma. Her belief that Mr. Terry, may he rest in peace, visits her at night borders on visual and auditory hallucinations. Oh my God, I can normally say that fine, guys. Believe me. Wow. Have you ever done that? Like when it just at certain times, like you can't say a freaking word that you've said 100 times. Oh my gosh. These lives, I don't know. I think my nerves get all, I don't know why. I mean, I'm not like nervous as far as I'm always hoping that you guys are all having fun and like interested in that. I think that just kind of makes me nervous, but anyway, but this examiner is not an expert in her religion and wants to give her as much benefit of the doubt as possible, but not at the expense of this little girl's relationship with her father. At this time, Tylee does not even know Joseph Ryan is her father. Yeah, she calls him her old daddy. Charles is her new daddy. This comes from the mother and most likely the new stepfather. She has lost touch with the belief system and the opinions of others until she finds someone who will agree that Tylee has been abused. Yeah, so she just talking about Lori until Lori finds somebody that's going to agree, right? Based on the data of this case and the experience of the examiner, the child Tylee Ryan should be reunited with her biological father at the earliest possible time. Oh, this one's from Vivian. Okay, yeah, this one is too. But the next one talks about more about Lori. Now today, at the very time of this reading, a trained and interest professional should follow this work to be the assistants to the child and father. But remember, now this got thrown out. They forgot a new assessment or whatever. It was like I forget his name. So anyway, which Joe still passed, but it didn't say as much about like how Lori was not. See, Lori, they said that I guess those statements about remember when Lori said something about like she would rather die than give Tylee to Joe and stuff. Supposedly, Vivian Lewis is the only one that heard her say that. Nobody else would say that they heard her say that. So like all these claims that Vivian Lewis heard her say, she was the only one that was hearing this. So then they thought because of her whatever's going on with her physically and mentally or whatever, they couldn't for sure like trust what she was saying that Lori really said. But we know now from Lori that I'm sure, like, I don't doubt it at all that she did say this stuff about all this crazy stuff that with the lawyer and the religious stuff and talking to dead people and stuff. And then it says the purpose of this letter is twofold. Let's see what this one says. Upon reading that I typed regarding Mr. Ryan, I noted 3 typing. Oh, these are the errors. Well, let's just go just like grammar. Okay, secondly, the purpose of this letter is to inform the court via the guardian ad litem as the officer of the court that the change is how this report is delivered to the parties has been modified by Rule 11. With the knowledge and understanding available to me today and based on 32 years of experience, I am gravely concerned regarding the reaction of the recommendations in this report by the mother, Miss Lori Vallow. I am deeply concerned and consider the situation to be one labeled as imminent danger of a flight risk. As well, Miss Vallow is a devout Mormon who has mentioned to me that death would be an option before giving Tylee to her father, Mr. Joseph Ryan, even for a visit. These are real and serious concerns. I have no way of knowing if Miss Vallow was serious, but these are a close repeat of her statement to me. As well, my opinion, again, based on my experience and my knowledge of the case, that believing that Miss Vallow would bring the child to the courthouse or to surrender the child to Mr. Ryan are most likely not going to happen. I might, with respect, recommend that perhaps a constable and social worker or Mr. Ware, who she has met, go to the home and get the child. The imminent danger potential of flight or worse, combined with this mother being so adamant that Tylee is being hurt by her father, make the likelihood of her cooperate delivery of this child most unlikely. Should the court do this or some other option for protection of this child, the court might also consider a simple pickup, taking time only to allow Tylee to get her lovies, time to pack luggage, and the like will only add to the tension of the moment. I respect the court's decision and will, of course, assist or as instructed. So yeah, you see, she sees Lori for who she is, and they thought she was crazy. Isn't that crazy? And then how they were treating Charles. These people, like, they were right about all this. Oh man. Actually, and then let me see. Let me just do, it was 1070. Where did it go? I want to read a few more things. Might as well. I mean, you guys could chat. I'll read. You want to feel like listen to what I'm saying, you can. If you want to chat, you can. We'll just be hanging out. You guys got your coffee and lunch, and it's kind of nice doing it in a day, you know? I'm not like, I don't know. I just feels energized. And let me read a couple of your comments, then I'll read this. Lori, wearing those pink. I know it's out. Hey, I didn't even see you. And K Chloe, I feel like I always forget to say hi to you, K Chloe, but I see you. It's like in my head. I don't vocalize it. Vegan tattoo, arrow dough. What's up, guys? I know. Okay, so wait, sad soul. How do you say that? Mata Sukala? So that name, I don't know. How do you say that candy bar? Are these like your famous, like popular chocolates there? I don't know which one to try first. Exactly, Lori's. Yeah. Okay, Barb. Ones were just found outside of Denver. I thought Doris, wasn't that last week, or there was more remains found again? Because remember my last live, you guys were saying there was some in Denver. Is this another? They found more? It's crazy. Or is it the same one maybe? Milk chocolate. Oh, that's what. Okay, milk chocolate. Oh my gosh, wonder how you pronounce that. Mitasukla. So wrong, I'm sure. Oh shoot. Okay. Good morning, Aerodo. April Parker. Yeah, so it looks like those of you guys that were I just mentioned this update real quick. I don't know if you guys watched my last live with Sloane's mom. It looks like that lawyer, who was that? Linda? I gotta thank you, the one that recommended that lawyer. It looks like she accepted her because she wasn't sure, because she had to make payments and stuff. So last night she said yeah, she would take on her case. So that's good news, guys. And yeah, she really is fighting behind the scenes. I know there's been some comments that were saying she needs to do this and this. If I was she is doing all that, guys. She's been sending me stuff. She's showing me, like, she is doing everything that she can, like, every day. Like, she's doing stuff, and I've seen it. I have proof. So she really is. So some of you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but you guys should go check it out, though. Check out the one about Salone, you guys. And if you can financially help, there's a GoFundMe for her. The links are in the under the description in the videos. And then also there's a petition even. That's just free to sign. If you guys read over that, would want to sign it. Anything would help, You said good at the same. You said it good at the second time. Okay, cool. Yeah, Barb, seriously, I've read over all the stuff, and it's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. She went and picked up the paperwork. When was it? Yesterday, of what the file was for. That he made that emergency, the temporary full custody, what he claimed, the ex parte or whatever it's called. And she picked it up, his claims and stuff, and let me read it. So yeah, it's crazy. Gosh, yeah. Well, I don't want to share too much because I don't get her permission to do that. But yeah, just trust me. She's working. She's doing everything she can. She really is. So let's just pray. If you guys could keep her in the prayers, and hopefully she gets her back. It breaks my heart when I see that video. And shout out to Brassy Rants, man. I was so emotional. Like, I couldn't even. When I realized, because before we started the live, we were all in the room talking, just getting ready to start it. And I didn't realize that video, that main video, the first video I did and the one that's up on the Save Sloan, that was the last time she saw her. And I don't know, when she told me that, and then she started crying and just hit me. And it was just like, I got so overwhelmed with emotion. Like, every time I started to talk, I felt like I was just going to lose it. So my voice got all shaky. I couldn't talk. I couldn't. So thank Brassy Ranch, she saved the day. Like, I don't know if I would have even been able to interview or ask her question. I was just so overwhelmed with emotion. It was just, so she really helped. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't know. I might have had to cancel it. I don't know. She's like, as soon as she told me that, I did not realize that was the last time. That was just, if you guys haven't seen that, just imagine that. She said, the mother, she said, I can't even watch it. Like, I can't, because that was the last time, she saw her. So anyway, who would play Chad? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to read this a little bit, and then I'll come chat with you guys after. Okay, so let's read I'm going to read introduction. Detective Scrocky was contacted by Lori Ryan on August 8th. Oh, can you no, I better make it bigger. It just sucks because every time, if I make it bigger, I can't just click over to the next one. So I have to minimize it, make it smaller, then click over, which is fine, but I don't mind it. But I know in the middle of the sentence, it probably sounds like sometimes it doesn't flow. Okay. So it was contacted by Lori Ryan on August 8, 2006 regarding the report that was filed with Deputy Gonzalez. Miss Ryan wanted to schedule an interview with her children as soon as possible regarding the allegations. Detective Scrocky made contact with Roxanne's house, and an interview was scheduled with Colby and Tylee Ryan for later in the afternoon. Detective Scrocky received a telephone call from Sergeant David Cruz of Lakeway Police, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Scene summary. Detective Scrocky did not travel to the location of the alleged offense. Detective Scrocky learned that neither Lori Ryan or Joseph Ryan currently live in the residence where the alleged offense occurred. Okay, so... Okay. Interview with Tylee Ryan. Tylee Ryan was interviewed on August 8th, 2006 at 1:42 p.m. by Melissa Rodriguez at Roxanne's house. Ms. Rodriguez began the interview by qualifying 3-year-old Tylee. Tylee currently attends the Children's Center of Austin Daycare located at BK is her teacher's Tara. Tylee was asked if she knew why she was at Roxanne's house. She did not know. She identified her family as her brother Colby, her mother Lori, her father Charles, and her father Joseph, who lives elsewhere. Miss Rodriguez asked Tylee what she did when she visited her father Joseph. Tylee advised that she sleeps with him and has snacks with him. Tylee identified the female private parts as boobies, pots, and butt. She identified the male body parts as wiener and butt. Tylee denied that anyone had ever touched or looked at her private parts. Tylee denied anyone ever wanted her to look at their body parts. Tylee denied that she ever told anyone that something like that had happened to her. Ms. Rodriguez asked Tylee about sleeping with her father in his bed. Tylee advised that sometimes Colby is there, but he doesn't like it because Dad presses him down. Huh. I don't remember. Man, I must have missed this paragraph. Wow, I didn't remember reading that. Presses him down. Wonder what that means, guys. What do you guys think? Tylee advised that sometimes Colby is there, but he doesn't like it because so Colby doesn't like it because Dad presses him down. Huh. Wait till they answer. The crazy thing is if I try to unplug this phone over here, the wire, I've tried it before when I've been recording videos, and it still rings. I don't get it. Is that I mean, you'd think if you'd unplug it, it wouldn't ring anymore, but it does. Somebody get the landline, I know. Okay. She advised that she sleeps on the bed. She wears his jammies. Wait, wow. She wears her dad's jammies? Huh. Tylee sleeps with her father because she is scared of monsters. So, okay, so it's her choice. That's why she sleeps with him, it sounds like, right? But that's weird that she wears his jammies. I don't know. Maybe because, that's probably because mom doesn't pack her jammies. Have you guys? I gotta find that document where, like, what she packs for Tylee is not even appropriate to stay overnight. So she probably didn't even pack her jammies. So she probably had to wear her dad's jammies. Wow, I just thought of that. I bet you that's why. Okay. Tylee advised that she likes to visit her father. Miss Rodriguez asked Tylee if she ever told anyone that she didn't like visiting her dad. She replied yes. She said she doesn't like to go, but she didn't know why. Tylee stated that she was scared of Daddy, but she could not explain why. She then stated that her daddy would steal her clothes. Why don't I remember reading these 2 pages? What? That's kind of weird. Because think about what that could mean. Steal her clothes. I mean, really a kid not being able to explain what's going on, I'm like thinking a couple thoughts here, what that can mean, but I don't know. It says Tylee also stated that she did not want to say why. Miss Rodriguez asked Tylee if she was scared of her father. She stated that she was not. This interview was concluded at 2:10 p.m. Interview with Colby Ryan. But I mean, I guess if there was a concern, you would think that they wouldn't. They found him innocent, but no, courts aren't perfect. I mean, look at you're just looking at Sloane's case, so, Yeah, April, yeah. You saw that document. There's a document somewhere in here where it says that she doesn't pack her clothes. She just packs like these random stuff in her bag. It's not stuff to stay overnight. So there's no clothes. I think there was like clothes that were too small that didn't even fit her, right? It's been a while since I read that one. I'll have to find it for you guys next time. But it was just like, why would she even pack that stuff? It's so weird. Okay, so let me finish reading this. Get some water. Okay, so this is the interview with Colby. Colby Ryan was interviewed on August 8th, 2006 at 2:10 p.m. at Roxanne's house by Melissa Rodriguez. Colby is a 10-year-old fifth grader at Cedar Creek Elementary. Colby was qualified and asked if he knew why he was at Roxanne's house. He stated that he was molested. Wait, I hope this isn't the one that I didn't want to read. I swear I didn't add that in these ones, though. Let's see. Miss Rodriguez asked Colby what molested meant, and he stated that it was when older people were doing sexual things to little kids. Colby stated that his stepfather did it to him when he was 8 years old. Oh, this is the one. I don't know, guys. Do you guys want me to read it or not? I wasn't going to read these ones. Wow, I didn't realize I put these ones in there. What do you think? I know that Randy was even telling me, like, there's so many other channels that it's out there anyway. It's not like it's like me sharing it. I'm the only one sharing it. I guess there's other channels, I don't know, that are sharing this stuff, but okay, what names, April, though? Hold on a second. Let me see. Like the names of the... Okay. That's crazy, though. The one thing that I wanted to read, I can't find in my files. And these ones, I swear I didn't. I mean, I had these in my files, but I made a specific files for this live to read just at this live. And I swear I didn't put these ones in those ones, but I guess I accidentally did. Oh, okay. I don't think that's in this one. No, those ones are, I don't think that's this one. I think that's in like the other, like, let me just make sure. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to stop the screen just for a minute. I'll just make sure that those names are in there, but I don't think this is the one that has those. I really don't. Okay. Let me just make sure, though. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the exact one that I wasn't. Oh, all right, guys. But this is just to learn. Like man. But I know that other people have shared this already, so that I feel a little bit better that I'm not the only one. No, yeah, this isn't the one that has the. Wait, let me make sure. I mean, not the one that has the names in it. But let me just double check. Yeah, no, this. Okay, no, it doesn't have. Oh, okay, that's not the incident. Okay, so yeah, just. Okay. So you guys do want me to read this? Okay. You haven't? Okay, I'll read it, guys, but just give me 1 minute. Stay hydrated because I'm drinking like coffee and water. But when you're like reading, it does, it makes you thirsty, kind of, huh? Yeah, do you like my new, like, it's a new, I just got this. It was supposed to be like 3D. It's like, that looked cool. So I just ordered it. It's pretty cool. But it was labeled like a 3D thing, but I just like the way it looks. It's like a tree, but you probably can't tell. Okay, so let me read this now. Sorry, guys. So we're going to start right there. All right, so we're going to do it. Let's do it. Share that. All right, let's do it. Okay, here we go. Interview with Colby Ryan. Colby Ryan was interviewed on August 8th, 2006 at 2:10 p.m. at Roxanne's house by Melissa Rodriguez. Colby is a 10-year-old fifth grader at Cedar Creek Elementary. Colby was qualified and asked if he knew why he was at Roxanne's house. He stated that he was molested. Ms. Rodriguez asked Colby what molested meant, and he stated that it was when older people were doing sexual things to little kids. Oh, I already read this, huh? Oh, well, that part. Colby stated that his stepfather did it to him when he was 8 years old. So that means, okay, he's 10 years old during this interview. So that means like it was 2 years. He's claiming that this happened 2 years before this. Okay. Or did it just start when he was 8? Well, we'll see. Colby stated that it happened before his mother wrote a letter and they went to live with his grandparents. Okay. Colby advised that his stepfather would come into his room and rub his back. Actually, I'm going to continue because I bet you the next page has the whole paragraph. Hold on. So it doesn't just cut out in the middle of the sentence. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so his stepfather would come into his room and rub his back. He then felt his stepfather's, I'm not going to say certain words, I guess, but can you guys read that, or if I just skip a couple words? He felt his stepfather's on his leg. He reported feeling motion. He would pull down his own pants and then try and pull down Colby's. Colby advised that he told him that if he ever said anything to his mother, he would kill her. He also advised that he told him that he would kill him and take Tylee and run away. Colby denied telling anyone about what was going on. He stated at one point his stepfather pointed a knife in the kitchen and told him that it was the one. Wait, pointed to a knife in the kitchen and told him that it was the one. Colby advised that one time he tried to tell his mother what happened. He walked into her closet and told her that he had to tell her something. His stepfather followed him out of the room and spanked him. He did not tell. Colby advised that he tried to pull down. Oh, I guess he said it twice. Yeah, Colby advised that he tried to pull down his pants, and Colby asked him, "What the heck are you doing?" Colby stated that was when he threatened him. He advised that about a week later, they left to live with his grandparents. He stated that before they moved, they were living in a big house in Driftwood. He advised that he was really freaked out and crying after it happened. He described that this occurred to him 4 other times. He stated that he would run and hide. Colby advised that every time his stepfather did the same, he advised every time his stepfather did the same thing. Colby told his mother what happened 2 days ago. This was the first time he told anyone what happened. The incidents would occur in his bedroom. They would both be lying on his bed. He stated that it happened at night and it was during the summer. Colby stated that they would be talking about animals and his stepfather would start doing sex things to him. He described him putting his on Colby's leg and trying to pull his pants down. Colby would hold his pants up. He did not. I'll get to the other page. He denied his stepfather ever exposed his. Wait. Let me make sure that's what that said. I don't know. Yeah, he denied his stepfather ever exposed his to him. He described feeling it through his pants. Okay, I see. So it was just through his pants. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. He would lie next to Colby in the bed. He stated that it felt weird when he would rub himself all over his leg. Miss Rodriguez asked how he knew it was his. He stated that he could feel it getting all stiff. He stated that he would try to hump him and would whisper threats to him. Oh, man. Miss Rodriguez asked Colby if his stepfather ever actually got his pants down. He stated that he did get his pants down, but not his underwear. Colby advised that he would run away and hide. He was asked where his mother was at during this, and he stated that she was downstairs doing something. He denied ever seeing his body or ever experienced skin-to-skin contact. He also denied his stepfather ever putting anything inside him. He was asked if he ever told his mother that he had put something inside of him, and he stated yes. Yeah, because there's another thing where he said something different. So, anyway, says the interview was ended at 2:48 p.m. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a other account where he's. See, that's what they said. That was one of the reasons where they couldn't. They didn't take him as serious because his story changed a lot. It was very inconsistent with what he said, and now I see because this doesn't go with his other claim at all. But anyway, so interview with Lori Ryan. Detective Scrocky spoke with Lori Ryan and her husband, Charles Vallow. Detective Scrocky continued to run the videotape. Miss Ryan was unsure if her ex has a criminal history. She identified his sister as Ann Cushing. She gave some background on her marriage and divorce from Joseph Ryan. Miss Ryan stated that his sister told her to get Colby away from him because she did not like how he treated him. So, yeah, right there it's saying that Ann told, Lori to get Colby away from Joe because she didn't like how he treated him. Okay. So she advised that she believed it to be physical abuse they observed. So this is Ann, the sister, saying that. Okay. Miss Ryan stated that she spoke to Colby to ascertain if Mr. Ryan had ever said or done anything to him or showed him any of the photographs. Wait. Okay. He denied it. She stated that recently Tylee expressed that she did not want to go to visit her father, and that is when Colby disclosed to her that Mr. Ryan had been abusing him. She incorporated this information into a statement. Miss Ryan advises that she took Tylee to a play therapist, Claudia Savio, and her pediatrician, Dr. Reamer. Records can be obtained. Okay, let's skip that. So Detective Saraki requested Miss Ryan to complete a written statement detailing the information she had regarding this incident. Miss Ryan arrived at Roxanne's house. Okay. I didn't mean to delete that. No. Okay. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, nothing really interesting there. That was the... Hold on, let me see. Okay, so... this is the carry-out item. You know what? I read this to you guys. Actually, I did a video reading this, so I'm not going to read this. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Hoping I just run into that one I wanted to read you. Oh, let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me look at the chat. Yeah, so this is the new person that did the new one, Dr. Thorne. But he's the one that actually worked with them during the whole issue and Cheryl Wheeler and Charles, that divorce, and all the issue with that. Like, so they thought it was gonna be a conflict of interest, but they actually Joseph Ryan said, no, it's okay. So Dr. Stephen Thorne is the one that did the final assessment. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm hoping I find that one. I'm gonna just look a little bit more and then I'll come chat with you. What's that say? I should have read his assessment, but wonder. Maybe I'll look through and see and compare the two assessments and see if they're like exactly the same or how similar they actually are. But both of them he passed. So I don't know. I mean, that the couple of those statements did concern me though, like the whole stealing clothes. And she said she didn't like, or Colby didn't like when he pressed on. I guess that could be maybe he was just holding him down, right? Colby, that remark. But that stealing of clothes, that's kind of weird. What do you guys make of that? Her saying that her dad steals her clothes. I don't know why that's sticking out in my head when she's talking about Joseph. Oh, did you guys see they released his Joseph Ryan's like the incident report from when he died? Did you guys happen to see that? I was going to share that with you too. That came out maybe like last week though, but I was busy doing the other cases. Usually I anything new I will make a video, but that's why I was like, I'll just share it right here. I'll share that with you in a minute. But yeah, it doesn't really say much. I mean, hold on, no. So outline, let me see. No, that's not it. Hold on a second here. Okay, let me see something. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. I keep telling you guys, hold on. Oh, thanks for sticking by, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm just bound and determined to just to find this one page. It's making me so mad because it's like, do I actually accidentally delete this or something? Still has not. I still have not found it. So, wait, what does that one say? Yeah, like Lori claims, oh, Mr. Ryan, my ex-husband has harassed me at my workplace. Isn't she the one that was harassed? She's sending her brother to harass him, though. I guess he walked by the front entrance where I easily can be seen and made a threatening gesture with his hand and fingers like he was shooting a gun at me. A few minutes later, he drove by and pointed a metallic colored object at me and through his open car window and an open door in my salon. So it sounded like she's saying it could be a gun that he pointed at her or whatever. And he has previously been warned by the police not to come to the salon. She said that he threatened to kill her with a knife. Or wait, no. Yeah. He's threatened to kill me with a knife, chop me up in little pieces, and put my remains in a dark cave. He also threatened his stepson, Colby, at 10, that he would kill him with a knife, which he actually showed him. Oh, that's remember when Colby said he said this is the knife? And that way he would disappear with Tylee. Wow, yeah, that's what Colby was talking about. So that does make me think she coached him on that, huh? Now that I'm hearing her, like she's telling the same story. Wow. Okay, you think, Henrietta? Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, you are right. I think there was definitely coaching, definitely on Tylee, but well, yeah, Colby too. Man, I wish we could interview him, or I don't know. I feel weird bringing up some of that stuff because I wouldn't want to make him, feel uncomfortable, but okay, yeah. Oh. Maybe it's in this one. I can't believe it. I must have freaking deleted that. I had to have. I just went through them again. So, hold on. I'm going to chat with you guys in 1 minute. I'm just looking at something real quick. Oh, you know what? There it is. Okay, it went up to the top. Now that I made this huge deal about this document, it's going to be disappointing. No, it's just the juror for the case. Hold on a second. Was under the impression that Joseph still had pending criminal charges. Okay, so hold on. I just wanted to just kind of put it into perspective here. Let me just read it, and then I want to chat with you guys, and then I'm going to try the chocolate. I promise that. So I just want to share this last one with you because I finally found it. Oh, okay. Okay, so it says, before me, the undersigned... Oh, let me make it bigger. Okay. Before me, the undersigned authority personally appeared Sherry... I should have blanked my name out. Okay. Who being by me duly sworn deposed as follows. My name... Okay, I'm over 18 years of age. I am of sound mind, capable of making this affidavit, and personally acquainted with the facts herein stated. I was a juror in the case styled in the interest of Tylee Ashlyn Ryan, a child. Cause number, blah, blah, blah. Had I known that the criminal charges pending in Hayes County were declined prosecution on October 10th, 2007, I would not have voted to appoint Mrs. Vallow managing conservator of the child. The testimony of Detective Scrocky and Mary Fogel, the guardian ad litem, that the pending criminal charges were serious, were prosecutable, and would be presented to the Hayes County grand jury the following week made me believe that if the child was placed in Mr. Ryan's custody, she could later be taken away. It was my belief, and it was the belief of many jurors, that the possibility of Tylee being taken away from Mr. Ryan because of a subsequent prosecution was not in Tylee's best interest. I decided that leaving her with Mrs. Vallow until the Hayes County charges were settled, no matter what I felt about her veracity and her parenting skills, was in Tylee's best interest. I have not been compelled, threatened, or coerced to sign this affidavit in any manner, nor have I been offered any bribe or improper inducement. Blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah. And she said, if called to testify at court proceeding, I would testify the same. So, yeah. I just thought that was kind of interesting because, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? she's kind of misled. And she said many of the jurors were misled. So if they weren't misled, would they have kept Tylee with Joseph? I mean, this whole situation going on right now could have been that choice right there. That right there could have made a difference in this whole thing. If you think about it like that. Oh, just one little difference. Wow. Good question. Who's Janet? Oh, you mean Lori's husband or Lori's mom, Janice? Wait, how many? I didn't know. I never looked into that. Was she married a few times? Is that who you're talking about? Try a piece of this chocolate now. Coat of many colors. Hey. I have no idea what these are, I guess. Chocolate. Is there something inside this sad soul? Or is it just chocolate? And I don't mean like I mean, I like chocolate. I'm just curious what to expect. But see, that's what I don't understand, because Annie, then if she believes that, then she was one of the major witnesses against Joe for that. So that's what I don't understand. That, I mean, as far as this sexual, like, I believe there definitely could have been some coaching. But did she just have a change of heart then? That's what I'm a little confused. That's why when I read it, I was like, wait a minute. And then that other part too. So, but I guess that's the sexual and then the violence. They're two different things. But abuse is abuse. I mean, even abuse is bad. Even if he was physically abusing them or violent with them, I mean, that's bad too, though, you know? So I wonder if maybe it was just, maybe he was kind of, you know, not violent, but tough. You know, he spanked him, which I think it's okay to spank your children. I grew up being spanked. I know these days you're not allowed to, but I think you should be able to spank them on the butt. I mean, you don't hit them in the face or whatever, but my mom used to spank us with the spoon, wooden spoon, metal spoon. I mean, I don't consider it abuse at all. But nowadays you do that and you could go to prison for freaking child abuse. You go to jail, you lose your kids for that. It's like I feel like they're what's the word for it? I don't know. I know everybody has their own opinion on that. I probably shouldn't get into that right now. Yes, exactly, Ronan. The accuser, they're so sensitive. They're so offended and sensitive about everything. And it does go back to that about the parenting. And it's not the parents' fault now, but that's just the new thing of how the what is it called? Like the acceptable parenting now. Like you can't offend them. And so now they're so sensitive to everything. Now, like, everybody's apologizing and like, oh my God, we can't say this. We can't even say this as a joke. We can't even use this as comedy anymore. Like, things that even if they're making fun, like, comedy's comedy. I'm going into something else now, but it kind of just upsets me when, like, all these people have to apologize for their comedy, like, years ago. When it's comedy, even the people that are the butt of the jokes or whatever, they even find it funny. You know, it's the comedy. It's like, it just drives me nuts. But that's exactly why everybody's so sensitive, I feel like. I mean, there's a difference between abuse and you know, discipline, you know? So I feel like, yeah, maybe he was strict, like they said. So maybe that there's a fine line there. And nowadays, but I don't know, but the way she made it seem like, though, that he was violent and she was scared of him. And then, oh yeah, what we just read now, where she told Lori to don't let Colby, or don't let, what was it, Colby or Tylee be with them, because the way he treats Colby or whatever. So now I'm confused. Was there a change of heart, or that's why I'm just confused on that situation. But oh well. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I don't know which one to try first. Oh, pure chocolate. Okay. try being a teacher. My students aren't allowed to hug teachers. Sad but true. Oh, wow. Yeah, probably. No, I didn't, Crazy Noodle. So the one time when I was supposed to have that psychic on, it was like Easter Sunday, and I just kind of... Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Sticking to the wrapper a little bit because it's sitting there, but it's going to be good anyway. What were we saying now? Hold on a second. Comedy is win or draw. Oh, yeah. Why his sister and son maybe. Okay, PM, yeah. But what my question is now, you said she's now saying, like, but is she so sure now that it didn't happen? Because if she's, that's what I'm confused. Back then, she thought maybe there was a chance that there was some abuse, but after the fact, she's sure now that there wasn't. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what what made her change her mind? Oh well, it's not really a big deal, I guess. You're allowed to change your mind, but I would just like to ask her though. I actually asked her to interview months ago, probably like 5 or 6 months ago. I asked if she wanted to come on as a guest, but she never responded. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Hold on a second. What? Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to turn off the camera. I just meant to turn on the thing because somebody was talking to me, but hold on. It's good. I'm eating this one first. I wanted to turn off the audio because I didn't want to be chewing on it. I don't want to annoy some of you guys. Hold on. But then, yeah, I like it. So is this the chocolate you usually get? Is it one of your favorite? I'm definitely trying the waffle one too. That looks good. Or whatever it is. Okay, good. Yeah, Broken Hollow, you're right. Duh. Good point. Because now, after the fact, we see how she was like, okay, I see. You're probably right. Now seeing her realizing how Lori is. You're right. But I just wonder if she would come on an interview so we could ask like what was he really like. But I guess she probably doesn't want to like if there is any bad experiences, she probably just wants to keep his name. Yeah, so that's not a good idea. Maybe we just let him rest in peace, you know. Yes, I still need to look into the Susan Powell. Wait, who's my buddy that's good with the family lines and tracing that one? I gotta contact her. Because her last name is Cox, her maiden name. And we brought it up. Randy realized that on the live. Remember when he's like, wait, that's Susan Cox. Is any relation? I mean, she was LDS too. Wasn't she from kind of the same area? So wait, is the cold podcast for Susan Powell? So yeah, I want to try to see if there is any relation. That'd be kind of crazy. Between Lori's family and Susan's family. And what was that? That's what I was gonna see. The seeing, you know, the whole Scott Peterson thing going on with God, I hope that his conviction doesn't get overturned. I don't think it will, but no, he's not on the death penalty and stuff like that. I was watching True Crime Loser. I hadn't watched him since the Watts case, but the other day I was just watching some of his videos. I love that guy. But he was talking about Scott Peterson, and he was talking about his sister was watching like a Netflix show and now she believes he's innocent. What do you guys know anything about that Netflix? And I was thinking maybe we could all watch it, like have you guys watch it and then give our thoughts about it. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if it's like an old Netflix or is it a new Netflix like a show that's about. I don't know if it's like a series. I'll have to look into it. Does anybody know anything about that? Oh, really? I mean, they already ruled that there was enough evidence. So that's stupid, Pam. No, I'm not saying you're stupid, but that was what that whole preliminary hearing was, to see if there was enough evidence for the charges. And they already said there would be. Maybe Tiff could interview you. Huh? Whose arm? Does somebody want to... Arm. Who's ARR? Why, does somebody want to come on? Email me, yeah. I don't know who we're talking about. Arm, you said. Wait, what does it say, Zab? I know more about Joe than Anne Marie. I grew up with him. Wow, yeah, Arm. Do you want to come on as a guest sometime this week? I would love to ask you some questions because we don't know. Oh, I want to share. Yeah, before I leave you guys, I'm going to try this other piece of chocolate. I'm going to share. You guys probably already saw it though, but just the incident report from his death. I mean, it's nothing major, but it's just might as well. But yeah, that's just stupid with Chad's lawyer. Why would he? That was what that whole preliminary, they ruled that there was enough evidence. That was the whole point of it. So why would he even be trying again? So he's not going to, I mean, obviously it's not going to work. There's going to be a trial. We sat, I mean, it was 2 days of all that evidence, and that's what the judge ruled. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm Joe's cousin. Oh, shoot, Arm. Yeah, I mean, as I stand right now, I think Scott Peterson definitely is guilty. But I don't know. I would like to watch that Netflix, whatever it is, and then we could like have you guys watch it and just see if it changes our mind, or I don't know what it's called. I just was watching. I'll look it up and see what it is. I was just watching True Crime Loser, and he was talking about Scott Peterson. And he said that his sister had called him and was like, oh my God, I think he's innocent. I watched this Netflix show or series or whatever. And then I think True Crime Loser said he did go and watch it or whatever. So there must be something where maybe it was his sister-in-law, you know how she's fighting for him, thinking he's innocent. So maybe they put together a show or something. So I might have to check it out. I used to be used girl. What do you mean? Now I have doubt and I hate myself for it. Oh, okay. So did you watch that? Do you know what show he's talking about? Carolyn, maybe he was in Paris. Okay, so I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to read you that incident report of Joe, and then I don't know. And then we'll maybe tonight I'll finish that video I've been editing for like 3 weeks. Not because necessarily the video's taking me so long, but it's just because every time I start it, something will distract me, or I have to do something, or then I'll be tired and then I'll pass out on my desk, or something will distract me. Yeah. Here, email. Hold on. Okay. That's my email. Yeah, I would love to come on as a guest, or even just to talk with you and ask you some questions privately. Okay, it's on E, and it's called The Murder of Lacey. Oh, it's on E. Can we get it on Netflix though? Because how would we get it on A&E though? Okay, man, yeah, please email me. Please, I like to add, yeah, that'd be awesome. This is good. Sad soul. I like it. I like this one, but not because I don't know. I mean, just for pure chocolate, this is good, but then I just like the texture of this. Thank you. On demand, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe I could have even misheard him. Did he say Netflix? I mean, for true comedy, I might even misheard what he said it was on. But yeah, here you go. You can have a bite. Or wait, where's the camera? Yeah, I like the Kismet better. The milk in it? I don't know. I'm sure, well, the one was milk chocolate. Okay, so I'm sure this. What kind of chocolate do you eat, Vegan Tattoo? Yes, Scott. Okay, so it's called Broken. I'm gonna have to check that out. So some of you guys have seen it, and then we could kind of maybe do it live, or it could be a members or something, or at least half of you guys would see it to discuss it. I feel like there's no way that I'm gonna be convinced that he's innocent because who else? But I guess you never know, huh? For you, that changed your mind. Did they like give an alternative for a suspect though? Is it left like where you think it's somebody else, like specifically, or you just don't know who? Okay, so I'm gonna just share this other thing, and then I think I might end it and try to finish that other video for you guys. Okay, so I'll find it first before I share. Well, no, I know where this one's at for sure, but I promise this one is like right there because it's separate. Okay. I don't know. You guys probably already seen it, but I'll just nothing major, but maybe you guys will catch something in it that is important. I haven't really. I don't know, cause so like I'm still debating if I think Alex did something to Joseph. Do you guys think that they caused his death? I mean, because the autopsy says natural causes, but we know that doesn't mean anything really. I mean, because something else could have caused it. You never know. But do you think though that I'm still debating. For Charles, like I think definitely not self-defense. For Tammy, I think definitely they did something to her. Joseph, I'm like 50-50. A part of me thinks so, and then a part of me doesn't. Maybe more of me does, I would say. Maybe it's like 65, 70 things. And then 30%. Yeah, about 70% maybe thinks something. Just because he attacked him with that stun gun, and then he threatened to do it again, and he would have kept doing it. Joseph like ran away. Like, if you've seen that report, I'll have to read that sometime. I did that on another video where he keeps coming after him. Joseph had to run away. It's not like Alex just does it and like stops. He keeps coming back for more. So he would have kept doing it until he was probably unconscious. He could have killed him with that if you keep doing it, right? If you do it enough times. And he just kept chasing him, and then he threatened to kill him. So, I mean, and Alex probably just really believed these accusations that Lori was saying about him. So Alex was, so determined to do it. So yeah, I'll have to look into Janice. Man, I found a little bit about the dad. I mean, but they're just not honest people, though. I mean, you could tell why Alex and Lori, I mean, look who their parents were. They were both not honest. I mean, just you could tell by just not paying taxes, and then their excuse excuses. It's just like they feel like they're entitled or they're above everybody or something. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Thank you. Oh, all right. Let me just share this real quick, and then I'll talk a little bit more, and then I'll probably head out. Just stop the stream. Okay. So let me add this. So it's not. There's not too much, but let's see. We got. This from Fox 10. Justin Lum, you guys, he has a lot of the reports on. He has a Facebook. You guys probably know if you've been following this case, but he releases a lot of the documents that first, like he's always the first one to, I feel like, to find the documents, and then everybody else does after. Okay, so on 4/13/2018 at approximately 1300 hours, I spoke with Lori Vallow, the ex-wife of Joseph Ryan. Lori told me she had not heard from Joseph in about 2 years. They did have a child in common. The child's name she was 15 years old. Lori asked what had happened, and I explained the situation. I provided Lori with the police case number, the Office of the Medical Examiner's case number, and telephone number. Lori stated she would let her daughter know of the death of her father. So this was 4/13, but there's somewhere where it says, I think, was it 10 days that it took them to contact her? I don't know. Let me see here. I've been reading so much. I'm getting it all mixed up here. Okay, so the front door opened outward. Inside the residence was a hallway which led to a bedroom with a desk. There was also a bathroom down the hall. On the wall in this area was a thermostat which showed the temperature of the apartment was 74 degrees. The kitchen was west of the front door. A living room area was west of the kitchen, and the master bedroom was northwest of the kitchen area. The master bedroom was located in the northeast portion of the apartment, west of the doorway. In the southwest corner of the room was an open window. So this was... Wait. What? This was like in... Well, this would have been... Yeah, maybe almost... Still, it would have still been considered winter, right? Why was the window open? The screen was propped against the outside balcony wall. So, yeah. Why was this is the most interesting part, I would say, about this. Why was the window open and the screen propped up against the outside balcony wall? Isn't that kind of weird? In the middle of, I gotta see, when was the date that this happened again? Wouldn't it have been cold? Well, I'll finish reading and then we'll look. Okay, so where are we at? Outside. Okay, inside the room, north of the window, was a black thin fan positioned on the floor. North of the fan were sets of folded sheets. North of the sheets were pillows on the floor and against the west wall of the room. East of these pillows was a large bed. On the bed was the victim. He lay in a... How do you say that position? Oh my God. Okay. I feel stupid, but... Okay. He with his head toward north and his feet toward the south. The right arm... I'm trying to picture how he... Okay, his head toward... Okay, his right arm was naturally bent. The elbow and the hand was up by his head. So probably like this, right? The left arm was down... Oh, wait. I thought it says left... Oh, wait. The right arm was naturally bent at the elbow and the hand was up by the head. Okay, so it was like this and his left arm was down. Okay, both legs were splayed and he was wearing a red t-shirt and gray underwear. The victim was in advanced stages of decomposition with blistering, bloating, and skin slippage. The victim was obviously deceased. So there were pillows to the west of the victim. On one pillow was a television remote. East of the bed was a nightstand dresser. There was a lamp on top of the stand. East of the stand, along the east wall of the room, were two closets bordering an entrance into the master bedroom. The master bathroom did not contain any items of evidentiary nature or value. Southwest of the bed was a box with a book on top. East of this box, along the south wall of the room, was a television on a stand. The television was on. I just don't... Isn't that enough to be like, wait, why was the door open and the screen propped up against the balcony? Let me see do you guys find that weird, or is it just me? Oh, you guys are still talking about the Netflix. Supine. Oh, I know that's how I was gonna say it, but gosh, when I'm on live, sometimes when I see if I know how to say a word, I get nervous. I don't know why. I'm silly sometimes. Yeah, but the window. Me too. I'm the same way. But why was the screen propped up against the balcony? So the screen was taken out, though. I mean, the window open was one thing, but the screen being out, that's a little bit. The window open and the screen being out, that's weird. Oh, okay, vegan. Oh, okay. Wait, do you know that vegan tattoo? Oh, laying flat on the back, so it'd be like this. So he was like this and then down. Okay, so yeah, either or, I don't know. It's just maybe it's nothing, but it's something. I mean, it's something that makes you kind of maybe. Let's see, where are we at? Southwest of the bed was a box with a book. Oh yeah, we already read that. So conclusion: crime scene specialist Finley responded and took digital photographs of the scene, victim, and items. Blah blah blah. Okay. So let's see what else we got. So on 4. So yeah, that would have been. So it was April 3rd. So wait, that would it have been? No, it wouldn't have been really cold. So yeah, could have had the window open definitely. But what I don't understand is, okay, so it says it was found in a secured apartment, but how is a window open with the screen taken out a secured apartment? I wouldn't consider that a secured apartment. So that's another thing I wanted to ask you. That just doesn't seem like that he should have said that. Am I missing something? It definitely wouldn't be secured if the window was open and it was out. But anyway, it says at 1805 hours, which let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Huh. Oh, good point. Depends on what floor, I guess, because if he was on like a high floor, that would be considered secured, huh? Oh, wait, well, hold on, what's he saying? Oh, okay. Well, where does it say that? Okay, thanks, Arm. Okay. Well, we should have said that on there, right? maybe I'm missing one of the documents, but anyway. So, secured apartment was found by police, advanced stage of decomposition. So, yeah, the officers pronounced the victim deceased at 1805 hours. So, let's see. Unless if I missed, let me see if I missed a document that says that. I believe you. I probably just missing one, but if I had it the whole time and I overlooked that, I'm making a big deal about this. Okay, let's see. Phoenix police received a call for service at the location, East Baseline Road apartment, blah, blah, blah. The call was from the victim's neighborhood, or the victim's neighbor in apartment. Roy said he came out of his apartment and his dog began scratching at his neighbor's door. When Roy walked over there, there was a strong smell and flies inside the home. Roy called the leasing office, who then called 911. Police arrived on scene and contacted Roy. They then contacted the maintenance person for the complex. Rory could not open the front door. Here we go. There we go. It says it right here. Stupid me, when I was skimming it, I missed this. Okay. Well, that's why I wanted to go over these in depth with you as I was reading them. So I had so many that I was going through. Okay, so Rory could not open the front door because a secondary lock was engaged from the inside. Rory then used a ladder to access the balcony and entered in through an open window after removing the screen, which was still in place. Joseph was found on his bed in his bedroom in advanced stages of decomposition. He was pronounced deceased by police. No next of kin have been contacted at this time. At the conclusion of the briefing, I assumed the responsibility of the case agent and scene investigator. Crime scene specialist Finley took digital photographs of the scene, victim, and items of interest. No evidence was collected from the scene. The medical examiner's office responded to the scene. The medical examiner investigator conducted their initial investigation and had the victim transported to 701 West Jefferson Street, the Forensic Science Center, for further investigation. So after the scene investigation was completed, I shut the front door and Rory came back and locked the door. I secured the scene at 15 hours. But I swear I read, who said it? I read, where did I see this at? I thought it was a document, like a court document, where they said that Lori had went into the apartment after he died and went through his stuff. Did you guys remember reading somebody said that? Maybe it was Joe's sister that said that. Does anybody remember that? Of hearing about that? That she went through his stuff and took stuff after his body was there. Or was this, maybe that was after. No, it must have been after. But if they secured the building, she wouldn't have had the key, right? So how would she have got in? Yeah, that's what I thought. So was it supposedly after they took the body out? I don't know why in my head when I saw that and I was reading it, I was under the impression it was as she found the body. I thought she found it and she went through his stuff, took it, and then called it in. But I guess it could have been after. But I just wonder how she got in the house. I mean, they secured it. She wouldn't have been able. Did she break in? Yeah, Zelda, me too. Somebody said that. Oh, yeah, they said Joe's sister said that. Okay, well, maybe. I don't know how she would have got in, but anyway. Yeah, because she tried to make a plea. Didn't she try to make a report on that, Joe's sister? A claim and an investigation and a claim that she went in and took his stuff. That's right. There was documents where, she made the claim. You guys are right. Okay. So, which I agree. I think they should have investigated a little. Now I think it's too late now, kind of, though, because he got cremated. What would they be able to, there's not really anything they'd be able to do now, right? And then it just shows the next of kin is got Lori Vallow, next of kin, and then let's see, this is his cause of death. I gotta look, I meant to do that today too, looking for the full report, but this is just the thing. I'll get it for you guys, I will. But I haven't had time to do it yet, but this one's a little one here. It just says basically cause of death was arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease, and the manner of death was natural. So I don't know. I'm still up in the, I think there's a good chance just because of the history, but I don't think they'd ever be able to prove that. Okay, bye, Beachy Keen. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to be able to prove Joseph Ryan's there was any foul play there, but hopefully soon. They said soon that for the Charles Vallow case and Tammy, I really want justice for Tammy. That one bothers me. I mean, they all bother me, but I just can't. I can't believe it. I just don't want them to get away with Tammy and Charles. I just pray that it looks like Charles, at least the investigation is going. We've heard that there should be an arrest. I mean, there should be a charge, but we haven't really heard any results of Tammy yet, guys. Like, what's going on? I hope that's a good sign because they're finding stuff and they're waiting, to. This is a catch-all phrase that is often used. Check it out. Yeah, I know, Janine. Yep, I agree. So we never know. But do you think we'll ever be able to tell because he was cremated? I mean, they're not going to. How can they ever prove that now, right? Hi, Granny Sue. True Helper, thanks for coming. You've probably been here for a while. I have been reading the documents and I miss a lot of you guys. Who else do we got? So yeah, guys, like I said, I mean, maybe, I have like so many more documents, so maybe next time, maybe randomly, once a week, I'll hop on a live and just read some of the parts of the documents, because at least with that, I could just read it and then, YouTube uploads it and it's there. Like if I would make videos when I'm trying to make the videos on these other cases, it would just be another thing to edit and then it takes hours to upload. So maybe it'd be better. I'll just do like maybe once a week. I should pick a day and then I'll just read some of the documents and we could chat. I should make this a regular for this. Would you guys like that? Like, once a week, like at noon, we could do a lunchtime thing where I'll read some of the documents and then eventually we'll get through all of them. But it won't be overwhelming. I'll read like I did today, just some of them. I don't know. Do you guys think or no? Because there's a lot more. Would you guys like that? And then we just slowly go through them all. Really? Wow. That's so sad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should do that. I'm liking doing this early. I need to. Sometimes it's just hard though, because just to find the quiet time, but I think I should be able to find once a week where I could do it. I'm not sure if I should I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I would like to. I really would. I think I am going to do another live this week. I think Brassy Ranch, she's supposed to come on a live with me and we were going to do alive, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see, April Coley is 20 when Joe died. Let's see, this is good for the other side of the blonde. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking. Everybody that can't make the late ones, if I just do like once a week where we'll start off, we'll do the documents, but then we could chat too, and then when those are finished, we'll find something else to go through. Well, maybe even if you guys like this new case that I'm doing, that's how we could go through those documents, because there's a lot of documents for that too. Okay, yeah, I have been missing the cousin. I'm gonna hopefully the cousin will email me and we could talk. Okay, let's see. Let me see what you've been saying, because I guess you've been having a lot of good information. Light and Love Warrior, hey. Sorry if I'm missing any of you guys. I missed a lot of the chat. Vegan Tattoo, Orly, True Helper, Arm. It was quite a while after apartment complex manager let in. Oh, really? So wait, was it Ann? I mean, did Ann said it wasn't her that cleared out the apartment? Because if it wasn't her, then obviously it was Lori then, or right? So that does seem like something Lori would do. Lie about who she is, like, oh yeah, I'm his sister, or I'm this, just lie, I'm family, and then just take all his freaking stuff that she would want, like any valuable stuff. Just like, remember how she took like that I guess Charles's sons were promised like his watch and like some of his nice stuff, and Lori sends him. I don't know if you remember this. I did a video on this. How evil. She sends him like a cheap watch. It wasn't even the watch that they were supposed to get. So basically, I'm sure Lori stole all his valuable stuff, and gives his kid this like crappy watch. He said, like, oh, how evil little jerk. Gosh, I can't stand like, I just don't understand how somebody could be that heartless, And I feel like with her, she's just heartless, a mean, heartless person. I feel with Chad, I don't know if he's necessarily heartless, but I feel like he just is selfish. He got like selfish and the lust, having Lori, like it was like a selfish thing. But I feel like he might not be as heartless as her. I'm not saying he's more innocent than her, but I just feel like she is like always been like, I think maybe Chad just got caught up in it all, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Happy birthday. Oh, whose birthday? Thank you, ma'am. Dreamcatcher. Yeah, I think the hoodie, shoot, I got to see where I got it. I don't know because I ordered it with a couple other hoodies. And I never know because I just order like random stuff, like at random places. But yeah, it's still intact. I could actually hang this behind me wherever I do it too. Oh, wow, I'm really behind on the comments. That was an old one. That was from kind of a while ago, huh? Oh, thanks, Sleep Vegan Tattoo. Okay. Yeah, I think I am gonna end this. We got fake watches, yeah. Come on, you can't even give his kids like his watch that he said he would give to them, like that they were supposed to have. Like, she's such a ugh. Wait, why did that come up twice? No, it is awesome. And I love these necklaces. I love the sign. Yeah. I used to have one that was kind of like this. It had like this green plant in it. And my nephew's got it for me. And the thing, one day I'm just sitting there and it just dropped off and then it shattered. Actually, everything that my nephew's got me, he's got me like 3 different like jewelry necklaces, and all 3 have fell off. I think he was always with me too. How weird that they somehow fell off and broke because they're always like a glass, like breakable. How crazy is that? So everything he's got me all broke, or he made me the one too. It was like he made it at some place and it just shattered. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks. I had fun. Thank you guys for coming and listening to me. Sorry, sometimes my reading was a little crazy, but it's hard though. Sometimes when you're like, because this computer's kind of up here and not that close, but you know how like when the sentences are so close, when you read the line and then you go and you're on the wrong line on the other side when there's not like lines, and you and it's hard to find, especially when they're like crooked, because some of those documents are kind of like crooked. So you go to the next one and you're on the wrong one, and I think that kept happening. Yes, I need to find more into that, Maddie Manson. I keep so many things I want to do videos on. It's like, oh, I got to still do that. I got to do that. The other one I wanted to do is, still on some of the, because people have emailed me some of the, like poisons that could cause pulmonary embolisms and some of that stuff on the video I did of that. I need to look into some of that. That case people have been wanting me to look into more. Now it says Janice. Zulema, I wanted to look into her. So many, but I have these other 2 new. There's so much stuff. I'll try to get done what I can, guys. So yeah, for sure, if we go through these documents, I'm going to do it live. So this could just be like, psh, I do it, and then I could work on editing the other stuff. Thank you guys. Whose birthday? Oh, Pam. Is it Pam Labar? That's your birthday? Happy birthday. How old are you? Oh yeah, this video is definitely going to be unmonetized. I said so many words that were like the keywords. Like I probably hit all of the majority of the keywords that unmonetize you from those articles. I was gonna not say some of them, but then I was just like, you know what? Oh well, who cares? I guess it would just be too complicated to not. There was too many of the words. If I just didn't say any of them, it was just too many to not say them. So, oh well. But I don't even know if that's what you guys were talking about. Somebody said unmonetized. But yeah, it's definitely, once they catch it, since it's alive, you said it before, so it'll probably take, I bet you by when they start uploading it, they'll catch it. Because after the live, what happens is then it uploads to YouTube. And then sometimes the live chat, you guys just have patience, because sometimes it takes like a whole day for the live chat to come up. If people want to watch the live chat, some people are like, the live chat doesn't come up. Sometimes it does take a whole day. It depends how long the video is and stuff. So, wow, this video is long too, so it might take till tomorrow. I mean, no, the video will probably come up, but if you guys want to see the chat I'm talking about. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I'm going to get going. Everybody have a good day. Hopefully I'll see you later on this week. I'm planning on doing a live later on this week. Hopefully it all works out. Hopefully I'll be able to get that other video out too and start on the other one, because once I make the video that's coming out first, that's not involving the trip I'm making. It's going to be the other case that I haven't started making the video on. But once I make the first video on the case, I'm going to go to the actual place. Then I'll tell you. I don't want to get you guys too excited and disappoint you. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just, I don't know. I think it'll be cool to actually go there. All right, guys. Bye. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks. Oh, wait, Maddie Manson's birthday, too. Happy birthday, Maddie. I just saw that. All right. Bye.